Well, we'll
Hmm.
see. I think it is interesting. So speaking of ServiceNow, some other big news, just breaking. Well, I'm not clear. I've heard competing stories about whether or not this is confirmed, but it appears that ServiceNow is announcing a deal to acquire Moveworks for
Hmm.
$2.85 billion, I believe, and not insignificant. Moveworks made some news. They've been a venture funded company targeting, frankly, ServiceNow, their AI play. So they're an agentic AI platform of sorts, I guess, or an AI platform uh, trying to automate really on top of ServiceNow. That was really their core go to market. Full disclosure, they're definitely a competitor with what we're doing at Symphony AI. Um, and so this is definitely great news, I think, for Moveworks.
Hmm.
Anytime you see a big acquisition like that, that's always great for the investors and the employees of the acquired company. I do think it actually speaks a little bit to ServiceNow's maybe not being quite as advanced as they were claiming to be. I mean, they made their big announcement that their agentic AI platform just a few weeks ago, and then here effectively acquiring the company that seemed very clear like they were one of the reasons they were targeting them. So I think it's interesting. I do think it's a good move for ServiceNow in that I think that Moveworks had proven to be very adept at orchestrating and executing against ServiceNow workflows. And so I think it's going to give them a huge leg up on that side of it. So we will definitely see, and I think the question is always in this case how well they do. I think ServiceNow is one of the better ones at how they manage acquisitions. So
Hmm.
I think that's going to bode well for this. But definitely very interesting and, in my opinion, shocking news. I did not see this one coming.
Yeah, I think this is a good acquisition for ServiceNow in that agent orchestration across solutions and across platforms is obviously a huge battleground. I am a little concerned in that I feel like Moveworks' real advantage over ServiceNow in this regard is front end related, and it speaks to kind of the challenge of ServiceNow as a front end platform. Frankly, it's a little sloppy. It's a little old when you look at ServiceNow's default front end capabilities. And that is something that they are probably going to be pushed on to a greater degree over the next year or two as they have to fight off competitors, both in the agentic space and in traditional ITSM, where other companies are just going to come out with solutions that are easier to use and administrate.
Well, and they're not going to talk about it, but one of Moveworks' primary motions here was they're simply cheaper than ServiceNow, that you
Mm-hmm.
accomplish this sort of agentic or at least AI powered workflow and automation without having to pay the premium that ServiceNow was charging. And so, of course, if they acquire them, what does that do to that particular motion? So, it's going to be, is this could be an acquire and kill type motion, just decide they had enough of these guys and do some acquihire. So it'll be really interesting to see how that one plays out.